Well, apparently he had enough questions to make it a tip. Last patch was on June 7th? That's not bad. Okay, where's this king, first of all? Right there? Perfect. Almost. I actually would have preferred if he was right here. Lots of rooks. What are you? Harpy? Oh, what the fuck? It's only valued at 12? This thing with that, it's a teleporting rook, is the same value as this rook. Okay, well, it's only a range for... Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, this is a very small time constraint. Jesus. Blocking me from doing that, which was the obvious. Alright. Now, pawn pushes and I get to move this guy in the center. No. Okay, what did you do? Sylph. He's playing push army. That's gross. Screw you and your push army. Okay. What is wrong with this? Okay, I'm obviously fighting the bot. There's no way a person is doing this. Um... Interesting. I actually really like the Sylph due to that reason. Starting without king has been used as a meme punishment instead of banning people in this game. I love it. That's some good irony. Alright, let's do the entire point of my setup. Honestly, I want to be a swordsman main. Is that... Did he move his... Oh, he moved the Sylph out of the way. Okay. I could just... not. I get center board control. What do you get? Suffering. Check. Yeah, the Sylph is a really nice piece. I'm probably just going to run Sylphs as my... Well, no, I can't just run Sylphs. I would love to. It probably fixes a lot of your nuance problems in your army. Check to start with. King moves. Alright, so what's targeting this square? Not the princess, not the Sylphs. Not the bishop. The hell? Am I missing something? Oh, it can push me back. And it's a ranged thing. May as well just kill it. Oh. Check. Oh, the bishop's targeting this square. Unfortunately, you can't see it well in the game, but Sylph's upgrading passive involves 8 units. Sylph +++ turns into Air Elemental. Nice. Do you have in-game Ruby to Sylph conversion unlocked? It's in shop, left tab. Yeah, I have Ruby to coin. So should I just do that? So I would lose 5 rubies and gain a bunch of coin? What's wrong? Yeah, it does exactly what you think it does. Perfect. Which means I'm going to grab a couple more clan boxes. More swordsmen, thank fuck. Alright. What are you? Legionary? Moves there, moves in, captures there. Are you a frontliner? Probably not. Yeah, swordsmen and militia are currently my faves for frontliners. Warriors, easy. And I still have more, so grab another clan box. Another swordsman. Good, good. More berserkers. The berserker I have has been kind of underwhelming in its uses. It's still valued at 8, which is probably a little low for what it is. It's really a late game piece, but late game doesn't seem to happen at the moment. Okay. So, if I drop a berserker, right? I almost think I would rather it was a knight, maybe? Or bishop. If I make it a warrior, I can start running more soldiers. I wish I had more rooks. That'd be awesome. I have 5 berserkers. Yeah, warrior's pretty good. I don't know if you already know, but the basic boxes in game are actually decent buys, and premium is not. Noted. No, I don't know. This is literally my first time playing this game. Now warrior is there. Keeping pawns up the middle, swordsman on the side. Got a ninja. I think I would almost rather this was here. Right? No. This is better. But I do want another swordsman. Where do I want another swordsman? It's going to be one of my side guys. Well, it'd be more worth it to change. I would... Ideally, my entire front line would be. I'm just nitpicking where I should start. Let's do this one because this is the side my queen is on. So pushing into the queen line and immediately on my double barrage down these 2 ranks is probably a good call. Yeah, this is stronger than what I just had. The basic premium ultra contains all pieces, including clan arcane forest pieces. Knights are in that pool as well. Okay. And then, so you're talking about this. So basic is good. Don't worry about buying premium. And then, is ultra worth it then? Cost 50 rubies. Yeah, it's probably worth it. It would have to be if it cost 50 rubies, right? Anyways, let's grab some stuff. Ultra crates are worth it, but it's more for late progression. Ooh, got a bug. What do you do? Spider. Move only magic poison enemy unit, destroying it in 3 turns. Moves as diagonal to 2, promotes to arachnid. Well, it's a double move and it's always a double move. It has a promotion. It costs 0. I'm probably going to start running this immediately. That's a good call. Let's jump into another ranked game. Okay. They're running a princess. There's a sylph here. A bunch of knights. What are you? Thunder Mage! Pay 1 magic after 4 turns. Turn any enemy unit in the marked location is destroyed. So you summon the thunder in advance and then things. Oh, its movement is gross and weird. And so is its thunder spots. God damn it. Oh, I can check my opponent immediately. For no reason. Well, they didn't stop me from doing this, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Why does this square say it's targeted? Oh yeah, just the pawn. Simple shit, easy day. King's not in the right spot for a ninja attack yet. Just double check. Pawn there. Oh, their queen's on this side, but the princess is blocking it. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. It's still just the pawn. Opponent does not care about that. Got another ninja, that's good. Got another spearman. Just checking my piece counts. I have more swordsmen, but... Ooh, I have an 81 total now. Hold on. These two should stay pawns, that's the plan. This one... Honestly, I would be happier if this was a swordsman. But let's make this the swordsman first. The idea is just to launch an all-out assault on this side. So, eventually most, if not all of these will be swordsmen. But I want to keep these pawns. I'm not really utilizing my knights. They're kind of just sitting here. So I think I would replace my knights with warriors if given the opportunity. Anyways. I've been white every time. Oh, what the fuck is going on here? Hold on. Wizard, move attacker, swap places with ally. Okay. That's annoying as fuck. Alright. I understand. Well, we're going here. That's all pawns. Knights, a couple rooks. Okay. They're trying to kind of stop that, but not really trying all that hard. Okay. So they're using the opportunity to push the queen. I'm obviously going to block with swordsman. Okay. My opponent has made a grave mistake. Sure, we'll start here. Yeah, we'll just go here. Not a big deal. My opponent's getting a lot more time than I thought they would. They allowed my pawn to progress too much. You had a blitz token activated last time? What does that mean? What's a blitz token? $2,500. It automatically turns on and refreshes once every hour. It gives coins if you play with it on. Oh, nice. That's it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm still not completely sure what a blitz token is. This is just me, just enjoying the gameplay, getting used to it. I'm not really sure if I want to play Chess Evolved Online again. I guess that's the critical crux of the matter, isn't it? Because it's certainly an interesting game. It's something that can engage you for hours, if you want it to. But it's also... there's just so much noise, it feels... I don't get the same sort of thrill I do like when I'm playing Mad Chess, like learning of a new army and a layout and trying to see if it's balanced, because it just feels generally unbalanceable. What I will say is I think the general gist of why knights are rated so poorly compared to king movers, because there's a lot of king movers with upside that are around the same sort of cost as a knight in game, or the fact that bishops are worth 10. I think that has to do with activity on the side of the board. Any piece with a lot of activity on the 1st and 8th rank, such as a bishop, ends up being rated higher because it's more likely to be included in an army. Because let's say you put a bishop there compared to putting a warrior there. Now, a warrior there is objectively the better piece in most board positions. But the bishop is going to be more active from the corner than the warrior, which apparently is being weighted to give it extra value. Additionally, from what I can tell, there's a lot of ways to gain very quick tempo and attack. And when that happens, it turns any piece that is slower, such as the warrior, into a less effective piece during the first few moves, despite the fact that in a normal chess endgame or even mid-game, the warrior would be better to have. Since the bishop can be so active early and can contribute, where you have this nexus of the bishop line, a few rook lines in the middle, pieces from the corner moving into the center, the pawns double moving forward, you just have this clump of attack space in the middle that the bishop contributes to. And I think the bishop may be nerfed specifically to counter that type of synergistic strategy. That's probably why the bishop is rated so highly in this point system. And I think the problem isn't the bishop. The problem is that you have so many points. Your total army strength is too high above the normal chess army at your 100 points because you've hit 75 with the normal army, but also it hurts progression to be anything less. It's an inherent problem where just for the fantasy of the game feel, you want to make players feel like they're able to get and be stronger. So, since you're starting with chess as a baseline, you end up there. But if, for example, let's say the rook as we know it was chess plus plus plus. In order to have the full range rook, you had to sit there and grind and build it up and, and there was this extra fourth box that was just traditional box, and traditional box only includes pieces in major chess variants like the soldier from shogi. Of course, the militia is actually a really common piece. The peasant, just a normal king mover, that's a really common piece. Knights, bishops, queens, and then your knights, bishops, queens, rooks. Those that made sense, the base form would be a weaker piece, so that you still have that natural progression. But of course, Chess Evolved Online wasn't designed with that in mind. It was designed to maximize novelty, which ends up hurting it in power level and defense, and makes this rush problem, which is probably why the bishop is rated at 10 unnecessarily, and I would say things like the knight and the warrior are undervalued compared to their actual strength. It's just how it ends up. And that's also probably why on pieces like the ninja, the second diagonal is the limit on the range, and that movement happens a lot where it feels almost circular, and that also feels like a rush solver, so that you don't have as many pieces capable of getting into the direct middle of the board by limiting it more by radius than by a proper limit. Like, if I had designed the ninja at a baseline, I probably would have put, okay, it's a king mover, and it also jumps to the third rook piece move in the third diagonal. But the diagonals in this game are repeatedly nerfed after nerfed after nerfed to prevent you pointing everything into the center and doing that rush thing. Which you could also solve it by not allowing players to place things wherever they want, but then it's not Chess Evolved Online. So, inherent problems with the system, I guess. It's causing biases in the point values that I don't know if I necessarily agree with, but it makes it much harder for me to rate these pieces. It's almost like I have to set things at 3 different rating scales. Like their total value, their on the board strength, and their at the beginning of the game strength, and then just give every piece 3 scores in order to properly analyze what it's capable of. Because objectively, as I said, warrior is 100% just better than bishop. But at the beginning of the game, bishop has way more rush potential. The warrior is a slow piece that is not going to get you that much. And in order to properly utilize warrior at full strength, you need to set it in the center because it doesn't have that range. And because it's limited on where you can put it, and you're also losing out on putting your rooks and your queens in the middle, you have opportunity cost in how best to position it. And you see, with me sitting here putting my warriors in the corner in these games, it does nothing. And the fact that my ninja is closer to the edge is also hurting it because of that diagonal movement being shortened. I don't know. I think I've made my point. It's a fun game. It's not what I would call a game that is competitive friendly. For one thing, the point values are too small. And I mean that on the grand sense, like that you don't have enough precision on the point values of pieces. Even just doubling every point value and then scaling accordingly would give you enough fine-tuning that you could account for the little things, especially on the frontline pieces. I have my critiques. I have my understanding I'm building on why things are valued the way they are, even if I don't think it's the best way to be doing it. But this is just my insight. Chess Dev out. Have a good one. And check out Chess Evolved Online on Steam. It is worth playing, because it's pretty free to play from what I can tell. Without a whole lot of downside. Like, you still have quite a bit of fun even at the beginning level. So, since you don't lose out on your enjoyment of the game by being weaker at the beginning, it doesn't have the problems of something like Hearthstone has, where my cards aren't good enough to make me have fun. Meanwhile, in this game, I have 80 points, opponent has 80 points, and units feel mostly balanced. Good build. Enough said. Fuck, I started rambling again. Sorry about that. Actual outro. Bye, guys.